Once Upon a Puppet is a dark fantasy adventure set in a twisted fairy tale world, with shadowy creatures lurking in the dark as we make our way through a wasteland of forgotten stories and lost souls. This is everything we know so far, along with my own theories and speculation, including a breakdown of the story and hidden details you may have missed. The game is set in the Kingdom of Theatre, where King Caliban yearns to create the perfect story. Neve is a living stagehand, but after failing to weave the perfect costume for the king, he banishes her to the understage below. Not sure how he expects to get any costumes if he keeps exiling the people that make them, but anyways, in the dumping ground she meets Drev, a puppet described as a young ambitious actor. The two fight over a magical artifact, for some reason, before being surrounded by ominous creatures. Their sole objective to snuff out the light and bring the show to an ultimate end. Why? Because they're evil, stop asking questions. Cornered, they back into each other by mistake and the artifact binds them together. In a twist of fate, they are forced to work as one to survive, uncover hidden secrets, keep the show alive, and return to the theater above. Let's take a look at the trailers and teasers we have so far. In 2017, the game was showcased at PAX West, which is basically E3 for indie games. Here we can see Drev and Neve making their way through the desolate understage, using Neve to propel himself from floating orbs using the strings, resulting in charmingly unique traversal. We'll just ignore the puppets who may or may not have hung themselves in the background. After completing a puzzle in a room that looks deceivingly festive, as if nothing bad could possibly happen in here, the light cuts off, and the floor beneath us opens up, dropping us down into a trash compactor. Using the orbs, we frantically try to escape its clutches before getting out at the very last second. Phew. In January 2024, the first teaser trailer was released. Firstly, the two get bound together, which seems to bring an end to the surrounding enemies. And in this shot, we can see the silhouette of some monstrous entity, with the accompanying narration stating that we must face the darkness behind the curtain. My first thought was this must be King Caliban descending on the understage to finish us off. But the studio released some trading cards for the game, and the king's appearance doesn't match that of the monster. The monster in question can be seen more clearly in the background of the logo shot, his one watchful eye and his large mammoth teeth on full display. He, like the shadow creatures, likely has the same objective, to bring an end to the show. Speaking of the trading cards, we get a look at some of the supporting characters in the game. Huntress Helia, Mayor Horatio, some of the in-game collectible outfits for Drev, and of course King Caliban. The official website provides some more insight into some of these characters, such as Kumpel, who once served under King Caliban himself, but couldn't quite match his majesty's unrealistic expectations. For this reason, he too was banished to the understage, now helping the mayor of Haven Hamlet, who I can only assume is Mayor Horatio. Kumpel has become a central pillar that holds up the last sanctuary left in the understage, which sounds a lot more badass than the helpless puppet we play as. No one messes with Kumpel. Another supporting character we know about is the Oracle, who, like us, was exiled to the understage for refusing to write the perfect story. But instead of giving up, she seeks to steer history to a brighter place. In the game, Drev and Neve seek out the Oracle for answers in a mythical garden area seen on the studio's LinkedIn page. Another teased location is the Scavenger's Shelter, which might just be where we meet Huntress Helia. This is also where we will most likely acquire the hunter costume seen in the trading cards, perhaps in a hidden chest, or a reward for completing a task for Huntress Helia. Let's conclude with my theory for the ending of the game. I don't think King Caliban is the true villain of Once Upon a Puppet. The game promises themes of friendship, self-discovery, and redemption, hinting at a potential redemption arc for the king. Perhaps the Oracle will foresee this change of heart when we go to seek her for advice. As the monstrous entity seen in the trailer threatens to bring an end to the show, Drev, Neve, the Scavengers, and even Caliban himself will have to fight alongside each other to stop the colossal creature. Drev, Neve, the Scavengers, King Caliban, and everyone in Haven Hamlet returns to the theater above at last. This is the moment where Caliban understands that imperfection isn't failure. It's what makes a story worth telling.